Welcome to the Live and Michael Cross Show. I'm Michael Cross. We have a razzle dazzle show for you tonight, jam packed with entertainment. But before we get into it, let's start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let me make sure I'm online. Just a sec. Look on my Twitch. Switch. Oops, that's wrong. We got a multinational corporation. Yep, we're live. Good. So yeah, you say about my dad. I had to take my niece into work today, so free to go in to the office whenever I felt like. I went in at about 10 o'clock. Stayed 2 hours. Around 10:40, I left to get some baconator fries. Came back and ate them at the office. And Wendy's is right down the street. It's real close. And so that's what I did. And just stayed 2 hours at the office because I'm so tired from what I've been doing with my mind. I'm doing something special with my mind. It's just making me tired. I came home, got home around one something, and saw Cappuccino. I was watching Cappuccino a bunch today. She's just messing around the house. She stretched. She made some lunch. She cleaned up a little bit. Just watching her carry out various activities around the house. And what else did I do? What else did I watch? Just saw just a little bit of an alinity. Talking about we're growing tentacles today. She grew some tentacles today or something. I guess she's playing a new game. It's most of who I watched. I didn't see Faith Mary Fran. I talked about her. I didn't see her today. I don't know where she was at. Apparently she's big on other platforms. She's like big on YouTube. She has around 115,000 followers on YouTube. Yeah. So I ate spaghetti and meatballs and a beef pot pie for supper. I headed off to United Dairy Farmers, grabbed two little Debbie snack cakes, two for $3.50 with my card. And I bought some gas at the gas station, United Dairy Farmers, and I ate my snack cakes at the pump in my car with the AC on because there were people in the cafeteria in the convenience store. Came home, took a little nap, got up and put on the show. You see, I'm on early today. Usually I'm on at 8 o'clock, but just felt like putting on the show early. I'm trying to watch a '70s show tonight. That '70s show, that old show from 30 years ago. I love that show. Watch it every day, Monday through Friday. It reminds me of my childhood, my teenage years. The teenage years I didn't really get. I only got like 2 months of that kind of time, that kind of experience. Just 2 months. Then I got schizophrenia. And it was like hell. After that, hell. So it's trying to do something similar. I also watched The Big Bang Theory, which is a similar show for the same reason. Like seven friends, just hanging out. Here's my phone. I know my Twitch isn't working, so I don't even know why I should bother. So it's working. The Twitch is working? I'll be darned. What's that about? I have one viewer, cool. It's all about followers. I gotta get more followers. I tell you what, Twitch is in fact working. Well, that's nice. Isn't that nice? Get a call. How many calls do I get on a daily basis? Not very many anymore. Got like 5 spam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spam calls today. It's been as high as like 20 spam calls in a day. Anyways, let me whip out my notes. See what we have to discuss today. Let's see. Clowny Appleseed. Oh, I highly recommend that you learn the basics of philosophy. Okay, one of the best disciplines you can learn to learn how to think. And be good at any argument. Know a little bit about every argument. Be able to speak on any argument, and yeah, philosophy is just a wonderful discipline to learn. It's one of the best that you can learn in college or on your own. Just learning how to learn and learn how to think. Philosophy, that's what it teaches you. Do a tremendous amount of thinking in a philosophy course. All right, and that's what you need to be thinking as much as possible. Philosophy is awesome, yeah. I highly recommend it. You can pick up a used philosophy textbook from Half Price Books or abooks.com or thriftbooks.com or even amazon.com. Might cost you $10. Intro to Philosophy. You read it, it'll teach you how to think, how to be able to defend yourself in an argument, have sound reasoning, be able to defend your stances on things. Philosophy is awesome, I'm telling you. Psychological torture. Okay, I don't have schizophrenia. They thought I had schizophrenia. Heck, I'm even on Social Security and SSI for being disabled, for having schizophrenia. I went through some stuff when I was a teenager in high school, and my aunt had to adopt me to take me out of the hood, the ghetto, take me to the suburbs so I didn't get jacked up by the gangsters. All right, she had actually adopted me. They went down to the courthouse. My mother and father signed over their rights to me or whatever you call it. And I was like hers. But I don't have schizophrenia. I psychologically torture myself. That's what's going on. Sometimes it gets pretty heavy and intense like it did 30 years ago back then. And that's what I do. And you don't have to go that far, but I would recommend that you think about things that make you uncomfortable because it'll make you stronger. It's just in your mind. You're not actually doing it. You can do anything in your mind. Why take it easy in your mind? Make it tough on yourself so you become a tougher person. You can solve more difficult problems. You can excel in more difficult situations. You know? All right. The Bible is pretty much Aesop's fables. It's a bunch of parables. There is no God. There was no Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? There was no antediluvian world. It's a bunch of fables, a bunch of parables that are very useful for learning the way things are, the way people are today. If you look at it like that, then the Bible's not so bad. You don't have to worship a God, which makes no sense. Why? Who wants to be worshipped? What kind of a person wants to be worshipped? We can't comprehend it because we're not like that. We're supposed to be the children of God, and we're not like that. He's not like that either, if he existed. I do believe in a higher power, but I don't believe he wants to be called God. He doesn't want to be worshipped. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, so I went to church like 4 days a week. When Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday we had field service. We went out into the field, out into the world, and evangelized Jehovah's Witness religion. Try to get people to convert, like it says to do in the Bible. Try to make people Christians. So 4 days a week I was in church when I was a child. Boy, did it stink. It's like I'm just kidding. I liked it, but it's kind of boring. Especially looking back, I'm glad I did it. Glad I got the experience because I can tell you all about the Bible. I have strong morals. Uh, I wasn't doing anything when I was a child, so I had the time. It was a good experience going to church 4 days a week. I'm proud of it that I did that. They had me do that. Now, when I have my children, probably have four of them, we won't do that. We'll go to church every Sunday. We'll be there religiously, if you will. We at church every Sunday. It's only an hour out of the week. We have an hour out of the week to go to church and learn morals and fraternize with like good folks. just get the whole church and religious experience. Yeah. I don't know which church we'll go to. Maybe the Catholic church. I'm thinking. I'm old school. Might go to the Catholic church. There's Catholic churches all over the place in Columbus, so might go to one of those. I was going to the Presbyterian Church, Broad Street Presbyterian Church. It's nice. We might find ourselves at the Catholic Church. I don't know. I remember when we stopped going to the Kingdom Hall. That's a church for Jehovah's Witnesses. Got kind of sad. One day, it was time to go. It was like a Monday or a Wednesday. I put my clothes on, my dress clothes, and I went to my mother. And she was still watching TV. She wouldn't look at me. So I'm like, hey, why aren't we supposed to go to the Kingdom Hall today? She gave some like not a real answer, or if she said anything at all. Say, well, I guess that's it. I talked to my sister, big sister. It's like, hey, we ain't going to the Kingdom Hall no more, I guess. Like, yeah, like that's cool. You do other stuff. I think she went out with her friends or something after that day. Yeah, it's kind of sad that we stopped going. There's a change, and I was a child. Didn't like change all like that, but anyways, I am not baptized. Everyone else in my family is baptized, except for me. My mother's baptized. My father was. My sister, my two nieces, probably my great nephew, all my aunts and uncles, my grandparents were. The only one I baptized in my family. Just never got around to it. I don't know. We stopped going to church when I became a teenager. So I didn't get a chance to really devote myself to God. I don't know. Guess I could have done it later. No, I don't see the point. I'm a good person. I'm probably the godliest person in my family, even though I'm not baptized. Probably the godliest. Mm. So we have four tastes: savory, sweet, sour, and bitter. Those are the four tastes that your tongue can taste. Always on time, folks. Your tongue is able to taste savory flavors, sweet flavors, sour flavors, and bitter flavors. Savory flavors are the best, and bitter flavors are the worst to taste. Savory tastes the best, bitter tastes the worst. The other two are in the middle, sweet and sour. Uh, People probably like sweet better than sour, most folks. I would think. The overwhelming majority of folks probably like sweet better than sour. But yeah. Sometimes you crave savory taste, in which case your mind would be right. Sometimes you crave bitter taste like beer or cigarettes, in which case your mind would be backwards, which isn't necessarily bad. Just be aware of what's going on. You don't want to be craving bitter taste all the time or for a long period of time. Maybe a long period of time is okay, but not all the time or too much because you don't want to be backwards. What else we got going on, folks? Government is the best scam out there. People give you money in the form of taxes. You don't even have to provide a service all like that. Government is the best scam. I'm telling you, there's other scams. There's business scams. A huge assortment of business scams. There's even other scams, even more scams out there, but the government one is the best one. So yeah, you want to think about unpleasant things. You don't have anything better going on than to think about unpleasant things for a small part of each day to make yourself stronger, folks. So you can solve those difficult problems. Like, all right, I'll solve the problem. You know, if you put your mind to it, if you really wanted to solve that problem, you can solve it. Guess what? Thinking about unpleasant things will put you in a frame of mind to solve a difficult problem. Be at the forefront of your mind to solve difficult problems. Like I solve that problem right now. I don't care. I was playing Call of Duty, but I'll get up and solve that problem. I don't care. I don't have to be relaxing. Because I thought about unpleasant things that was uncomfortable in my mind, and now I'm not so addicted to pleasure anymore. You know, especially things that pertain to you, unpleasant things that pertain to you are the best. Like taking stuff from you, be it physical or spiritual or mental. Somebody taking things from you. How could you do that to me? Do that in your mind, dude, and it could be a stronger person. If it actually happens, when it actually happens, or if it actually happens, you'll handle it better. It won't be as traumatic. That's the types of things that I do. People are way too comfortable in their minds, yo. Just chilling out, relaxing, won't do nothing, lazy and shiftless, and not thinking, and just screwing other folks over. It's a big problem. Like in America, especially, where it's so rich, we have all this technology, everything is done for you. People have it way too easy in their minds. You can tell by the way they behave, the way they act out in public. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the discipline to be well behaved. Perpetual machines. I was fascinated by perpetual machines as a child. I studied them. I just know the one with the screw that water goes through instead of an angle like that. That's the only one I can remember right now. But yeah, they tried to invent perpetual machines after the Renaissance when they woke up, but they were unsuccessful. I might get back into it with renewed hope because we already have perpetuity in the form of atoms and electrons and stuff that spin on their axes forever, and electrons that spin around the nucleus forever. There's some perpetuity, so that tells me that perpetual machines might actually be feasible. I look at it like that, go into it looking at it like that. How about psychological torture to counter tech? If the tech makes you lazy and stupid and weak, sissify. Do some psychological torture in your mind to yourself, and you won't have any of those negative effects of tech. It'll counter those negative effects of tech. You'll still be a robust, strong person like folks were in the past. No weaklings. I don't like weaklings. Like, hey, I'm a weakling. Like, who says that? Who calls themselves a weakling? What the heck? No weaklings. We gotta all be strong men and women. All right. Very passionate about this. I'm not a mean person. I'm not like an overbearing person, but I really would like for all of us to be strong men and women. Okay. There's other types of white folks. You have your Caucasians. That's the type of white folks that we have today. There's two main other types: Hamitic white folks and Semitic white folks, descended from Ham and Sam. In the Bible, of course, this is a fable, but Ham and Sam would be the fathers of the black and Asian races, and Japheth would be the father of the white race. So Japhethian white folks are what we have today, but there would be two others out there, Hamitic and Semitic, descended from Ham and Sam. They might make a return, I don't know. These types of folks existed before the flood, and they just might come back. All metaphors, all fables, all parables, but still might happen. But okay, my best friend and when I was a kid was Cameron Woods. His name was Cameron Woods. He's a big guy. We're best friends since the second grade. After we got in a fight, we made up and became best friends. Got in a fight on the playground. We got like suspended for a day or something. We made up and became best friends. We were best friends until I got schizophrenia when I cut everybody off and just became a recluse and kicked it by myself. And we did everything together. He's a family friend. My sister knew him and liked him. My mother knew him. Spent the night over my house all the time. Spent the night over his house all the time. And there's a third character, Robbie Ebright. a white guy. Used to go over his house sometimes. He was cool. Now, I was mostly a gangster when I was a teenager. I was a gangster, like a crip, gangster disciple, and he was into my friend Cameron was into like white stuff, like alternative culture. You know, what's the name of the group? We got Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I was thinking Nirvana. Yeah, yeah, like bands like that, and he liked alternative newspapers. He's just into the alternative culture back then. We were still best friends, even though we were into different things. We had plenty to talk about. Nice little got into alternative culture a little bit. He made it look fun, even though I was a gangster. I got expelled from high school for bringing a BB gun to school. You know, that was the beginning of the end. That wasn't the beginning of the end. I got into the good in the eighth grade. The end of the eighth grade, the beginning of the end was when I got into the good high school in Columbus Alternative High School, cause and I declined to go. I went to our local high school for our neighborhood, Northland High School. That's probably the beginning of the end. I got into this academic high school because I had good grades in middle school. They let me in. I was like, I don't want to go to that high school. I want to go to our neighborhood high school. That's probably the beginning of the end. I really should have went to that academic high school. Would have been so fun. But you couldn't tell me nothing. I didn't know. But all's well that ends well. I'm inventing time machines. If you can believe that, you might laugh. Like, get out of here, old man. Time machines. No one will ever in a million years invent a time machine. You're wasting your time and it's sad. Like, listen to I am, in fact, inventing time machines. I know how time and space work. I know how atoms work. Uh, Protons, neutrons, and electrons spin on their axes like this. You speed that spin up, the what do they call it? Particles go into the future. If you slow the particles down, they go into the past. Once they're in the future or the past, speed them up, slow them down, or speed them back up, and they'll remain in that point in time. I kid you not. I know what I'm talking about. If you reverse the spin, you have what do you call it? Anti gravity. So I'm not wasting my time, and all's well that ends well. My first girlfriend was Brandy Easley at Mifflin Middle School in the sixth grade. At the very end of the sixth grade, like the last day, or the 2 weeks before the end of the sixth grade, became boyfriend and girlfriend. She was cool. Then we broke up at the beginning of the seventh grade. That's when I met Tanisha. It was my favorite girlfriend. Dated Tanisha from the seventh grade to the 10th. Love Tanisha, man. That's my baby girl right there. She's cool. She's a black girl, but she was a brunette. I don't know how she pulled that off. I guess her father was white. and and she's awesome. She's a great girl, man. She's nice. She's loving. She's cool. She's everything. Should have married her, I believe. Tanisha was the best, yeah. Let me check out my Twitch. Just checking out my Twitch here, see if I have any comments, because I had a bunch of comments yesterday. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong link. Oh, get that out of here. No comments? No comments. Have one viewer? Okay. Had some other girlfriends. Last decade, I dated Sade Irissa Elena Hawkins. It's a black girl with ties to the Caribbean. She was way younger than me. She's like 12 years younger than me. We messed around. We fooled around Columbus together. We just played on the Columbus playground. Did a bunch of stuff. Took a trip to Cincinnati with my sister, my kind of sister. My my stepbrother, my half brother's sister. I claim her. We all went to three of us went to Cincinnati and to pick up a phone that a stripper stole from her. Called the police and everything in Cincinnati. I don't think we got the phone back though. We did eat at a nice restaurant though. So I dated Sade. That all the folks I dated. Oh, Kashana Jackson. I also dated her last decade. She was cool. She had two little girls. And after we broke up, she had another girl, Kaya, which is also my niece's name, and her son, Edwin. And her two other daughters are Kalia and Kavea. Played around the Columbus playground with her. We went to restaurants and did other stuff. Uh, Had a few girls. I forgot about Kristen in the 10th grade, a white woman. Well, she's like a year older than me. Kristen, we dated in the ghetto at ghetto high school. Yeah. So women are awesome. I don't know. If you're a man, get you a woman because they're pretty amazing. If I need to tell you that, let's see. We all have a little bit of each race in us. We're all able to copy the other races because that race is in us to an extent. If you're a black guy, you can copy white guys, you can copy Asian, Latino, Indian. Yeah, whatever other race. If you're a white guy, you can copy black, Asian, Latino, Indian. Folks, a white woman, black woman, can copy the other races. It's a good idea to be able to copy other races because there's some validity to their styles. And those styles come in handy. They're useful in various situations. So you can copy that way of thinking a little bit to navigate through a situation that requires it. There's a funny insult word, epithet or whatever you call it, jackanini. Call somebody a jackanini. That's funny. Anyways, my last note for the day my last new note said I'm in La La Land right now. I'm detached from reality. I don't care what's going on. I don't care about Iran, what's going on in Iran. I don't care about the economy. Don't care about Russia. Don't care about COVID. You care less about the problems of this world. I'm in La La Land. Everything's gonna be just fine. I'm telling you, something will come through to save our keisters. I'm betting on it. You can guarantee it'll happen. We'll be perfectly fine. So, whatevs. Now, how much time has it been? 28 and a half minutes. I shall play a 2 octave scale in key of C. Here is a simple song. I moved my dance floor up. It's right here. Right now, it was right here, and I would step on it every episode, and it looked like I couldn't walk good. Like I was an old man having difficulty walking. Like something was wrong with my hips or something. So I moved the dance floor up, and now I'm walking more normal. All right. So let's see. We exhausted our notes, or at least our new notes. Probably run through old ones like the ones we discussed yesterday. last night. On early. It just felt like getting on early today because I couldn't wait. Because something's going on with my mind. I don't have the discipline to wait until 8 o'clock to put the show on right now. My mind is so tired. And how about this background? Don't you love this background? It's a beautiful black background right here. It's an amazing background. You just gotta love it. Don't you just love it? I'm in a palace. What's this background called? It is called. I can't see it right now. This one is called King's Presence Chamber. Yeah. So it's either in probably in Buckingham Palace, might be in Windsor Castle. King's Presence Chamber. Look that up on the internet if you so desire. Want to freestyle? Wonder if I can freestyle. Is my phone working now? Let's see. Oh, are you working? It's working. Seems to be working. Yep, it's working. How satisfied are you with your channel page? Very satisfied. Thanks for your feedback. You're very welcome. Playlist. Trizax. Let's see. Professional beat loop is good. Here we go. Gonna try to freestyle. Let's see what we got. This goes back to my teenage gangster days. This beat. I'm not a gangster anymore. Not really. I'm a good guy. Love everybody. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. It's like the CrossFit show. I got the dopest flow. It's Michael. I'm the best in the world, homie. Can't you tell? You can't get with the things that are brothers say. Cause when Michael Cross is on the mic, yo, we just don't play. He comes dope like a Ford truck. Michael Cross. Y'all sucking MCs is out of luck. You can't get with the brother like Michael Cross, make you think you took some lycopene. Just I got to you and made you lose 30 pounds. Now listen to the dopest sounds in the world that I got coming out of my mouth. You can catch me in the northeast and the south, kicking dope rhymes to the people. Michael Cross is the dopest in the church steeple. You can't get with the things that I say. I tell you once again. How now, brown cow, my fine friend, the friend, I come through with dope flows all the time. So please listen to a brother's rhymes. I got the amazing flow. I'll tell you what, Michael Cross chilling all up in the cut. I'm just so fly on the mic like a plane. Sucking MCs, you know they got to be insane to think that they can come through and try to battle with the number one homie. I'm like sucker MCs, y'all just don't know me. Alright, I'm done. That's probably good, but it wasn't up to my standards. I guess my standards are like a song that's gonna go platinum. I have really high standards anymore, I notice. Whatever you got, I'm doing my singing, acting, and dancing. It'd be good to other folks, but it's not good to me because it won't go platinum or multi-platinum even. Be the best singing, acting, dancing you ever seen or heard. We have high standards. Back in the day, I was like, "Oh, that was a tight flow. I can't believe I just came out. I just can't believe that came out of my mouth. I can't believe I just said that." Not anymore. It's not holding. It's not up to snuff for me. Is it selling 1,000,000 copies? Then I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's good enough. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Had zero point 0.6 viewers yesterday. That's pretty neat. It's a patriotic song because it's the perfect time when you say, "You're a grand old flag, you're a high flying flag, and forever in peace will you wave? You're an emblem of the land I love. the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue. Winners never a boast or brag. Should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. Let's do the stars and stripes forever too. Hooray for the flag of the free. Make it wave as our standard forever. The gem of the land and the sea. The banner of the rock. Let this past remember the day when our fathers with mighty endeavor proclaimed as they marched to the fray, and by their right and by their might it's forever. All right. We're done on time. 36 minutes. Let's see what else we got going on. I don't know. What else we have going on, folks? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? It's in my palace here. In my palace. I have a great big personality, so I need a great big house. I designed it in a Renaissance style of interior architecture. It's very nice. It's fit for King Charles, Queen Elizabeth, rest in peace, Prince William, Prince Harry, Princess Kate, Princess Meghan, Queen Camilla, Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Princess Anne, whoever else you got. Fit right at home, be right at home in my this here palace here that I got going on. Yeah, entertain them, eat whatever, tea and crumpets, fish and chips, toad in the hole, bangers and mash, beans on toast, Welsh rabbit, shepherd's pie, a pint of prawns, and a nice Dover sole. Whatever you like. All right. I'll whip something up in one of the several kitchens that I have in this here palace. Uh, After I get out of here, I'll probably head over to Ohio State University, United Dairy Farmers campus to get a cherry coke, which is my nightly reward for putting on this show. Tastes yummy. Yeah. So things are looking up. In my office, this will be the last month I will be in my current office. It's just a 10-foot by 10-foot room. And I've outgrown it. I need at least a suite. I need an entry. Like the guy down the hall, I need a welcoming room, whatever you call it, like a lobby or foyer for my guests. And then I'll need my private office, which needs to be bigger because my interests are so varied. I have so much equipment in there. I need the room. I have my drafting table. I have my arranger keyboard to make commercial grade music. I have my what do you call it? My workbench for science, my science lab situated upon my workbench. Scientists work off of a workbench. And like the ones you had in chemistry class and physics, they work on those. And what else will I have in there? I have a bunch of other stuff in there. I need room for my pool table. That probably goes in the lobby. But yeah, I need a bigger office, so I'm gonna get one at the end of the month. It's a Friday. It will be the first day. Friday is the first day of the month of May. There's a girl in high school. She wasn't my girlfriend, but she was pretty cool. Her name was Lindsay Marie Buck, and wanted to date her. I asked her out. She said, "I don't want to date right now. I'm focusing on my studies." But she probably really wanted to say, "Ew, get away from you, weirdo." So I was kind of schizophrenic back then. It's acting weird, but still wanted a woman. So I asked her out. Lindsay Marie Buck, and I sat next to her in two classes, and Spanish 4, and then physics just worked out like that. Sat next to each other for some reason. Everything happens for a reason. I looked her up later, like 10 years later after high school. She's like, I look different now. I don't know if you want to hang out. I put on weight. It's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. So I'm like, that's okay. We can still hang out. And then whipped her into shape and have a dumb girlfriend. Anyways, but it didn't occur to me back then. Anyways, so what was I talking about? I need a bigger office, which is coming through. So I can do anything with my mind. I'm telling you, I can do anything with my mind. I'm getting to that point. Super smart. Always been smart. I was smart as a baby. They knew. My parents knew I was smart. So they took me to like good schools to try to get me in there. But I was like psychologically torturing myself, so I couldn't get into those good schools. I couldn't do the work. They, I was still smart. Look at me now, inventing time machines. Who knows working on time machines? It's a rare person. It gives me a good idea to look up. Is anyone working on time machines? Let's look it up on live right now. If my phone is working. Is anyone working on time machines? Let's go. What does it say? Yes, theoretical physicists and researchers are working on the concept of time machines, though they are focusing on mathematical models rather than building physical devices. Blah. Research centers on manipulating space time using concepts like wormholes, warp drives, or intense laser light to create closed time like curves. That wasn't a complete sentence. Open that ChatGPT. It's missing a verb, I believe. However, these ideas require exotic conditions, such as negative energy, that are likely not possible with current technology. Yeah, bro, I'll get it done. It's very simple. You don't need all that highfalutin mathematics and physics. You get it done. Quite simple. Everything you need for time travel is available at your local Home Depot, your local Lowe's, actually. I'm telling you. Ring lasers, theoretical models, fundamental limitations. Many researchers believe backward time travel is impossible, and studies often focus more on understanding time itself rather than engineering a machine. What is? So they don't know what they're doing. They don't have that ingenuity like I have, which I'm trying to show you how to have. They get up and go. To go where your mind doesn't want to go. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go there. Just go there and be happy. You can do something else later. Just do it for a little bit of time, and then you can go back to doing what you want to do. That's what I tell. That's what I said several times. If you had to like, I don't know, go to hell for 1 second, and then you can go back to doing what you want to do. Probably be a changed person. If I believed in hell, if there was a hell. Probably done on time. It's been 44 and a half minutes. Let's see what to do. So what do they say about time machines? They're working on they're working on physical devices. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's easier than you think. Don't try to steal my stuff either. It's top secret. I need the patents. I need to make some money. I'm living like in my mother's basement, for goodness sake. Let me have my money. Can you imagine if they stole my ideas? I was still living in my mother's basement, even though I invented time travel. That's terrible, man. There are folks out there that would do that in a heartbeat. Care nothing about it. They don't care if I die. They just want the money. It's all about money. Like the fame, I suppose. Be a person that invented time machines, time travel. Terrible. Terrible. Folks, we gotta do something about those kind of people. Here's a mask. Put this on, I guess. Do something silly. Got this mask from Michaels 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I think it was on Monday. I don't know what I'm doing. Pantomiming? What am I doing? An agile person. I gotta dance, don't I? What am I doing? Just trying to be entertaining. I don't know what I'm doing quite. It's whatever comes to me. You've probably seen enough of that. Okay, let's do some dancing in. Honey Rabbit does it so much. So cute. One on time. One on time. 48.5 minutes. Check out my stream. Do you have any comments? I had like 3 comments yesterday. I don't have any. What's going on? Zero drop frames. That's awesome. Zero drop frames. Any comments? Come on. No comments? What the heck happened? Zero comments. How many viewers did I have? Let me try look at it again. I think it said 1, but make sure. I only have 1 viewer. What's up? Have 1 viewer. It's messed up, yeah. Okay. 49 minutes. Trying to stretch my voice out. Trying to sing loudly. You know, your voice. You stretch your voice out. All right. Imagine your voice. Here's your range. Here's your lowest note. Here's your highest note. You try to go as low as possible. And here's a volume. You try to go as low as possible. You try to go as high as possible. That'll stretch your voice out. You can also increase your volume, and that'll like stretch your voice out as well by increasing your volume at different points along your range. Anyways, I don't know if I demonstrated that good enough or not. Here's my guitar. Could do America the Beautiful. I have it memorized. It's reasonably in tune. Oh, for beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties across the fruited plain. America, America, God set His grace on thee, and crown thy good with with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Let's do it again. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties across the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee. And what the heck? Crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Okay. Okie dokie. From all my viewers that I know my content is entertaining. I should have more viewers than this. I don't know what to figure out what the problem is. Is it because my the image is kind of blurry? My image is kind of blurry. Is that what the problem is? Is my audio not good enough? Where are my viewers at? The background is awesome. You don't never see a background like this on Twitch. I've never seen a background like this on Twitch. Spoopy Kid uses backgrounds. iBaby Rainbow has been known to use a background. Colorado uses backgrounds. Nothing as regal and grandeur as this. It's just something you want to watch. It'll rub off on people and the viewers will come. Once they see it enough, they'll be like, alright, I'll click on this guy and see what he has to say. Things that I say are super interesting. Time machines, antediluvians. Come on. Say super amazing things. The viewers are sure to come. Just gotta wait. Really, I need followers. That's what I need the most is followers. Followers are making me the most money. And I know I'm going to have a high retention rate. If I have 4,000 followers, I'm going to have like 2,000 viewers. I know everybody who can tune in will because the things I say are super interesting. Unlike most streamers, you can have 4,000 followers and you might have 12 viewers. I won't be like that because I'm super interesting. Gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Gazoon tight. Whoops. There's There's like piano I like. Let's see. Like, impromptu song, yo. We're doing on time. 56.5 minutes. Put on a good show, I believe. It's a quality show. Amazing background, amazing costume, amazing set, amazing screenwriting, amazing acting. What more do you want? Has some props, cool props, directing, cinematography. Come on, folks. Hit that follow button. Oh, somebody cheered 1 cent yesterday. I made 1 penny on Twitch yesterday. Yeah, that's the first. So then, if I have in fact made money on Twitch, I guess after 2 months. I start off slow. I'm not worried about it because my modus operandi is to start off slow and to pick up rapidly. Okay, like a curve. So start off slow and then start picking up and accelerating, climbing to the ceiling, to the sky. So I'm not worried about it. We'll get there. This isn't the real show either. The real show is gonna knock people's socks off. They're gonna be super entertained by it. I have more followers. I don't know what the real show is. I just know this isn't it. So again, not worried about it. We'll get there. I'll hook it up. Everybody be happy. We'll run through some more notes at the very end of the show. Notes from yesterday. We have 2 minutes. Why not? What interesting thing did I say yesterday? Extreme pressure. So, you apply extreme pressure to a lump of coal and it becomes a diamond. That's what happened to me. That's what I did to myself. For decades, I applied extreme pressure to myself. And now I'm an amazing person. I'm a very wise person. You could say I was a wise man. He comes to me to ask me about problems, ask me for the solutions to difficult problems. I can help you out. Just a good looking guy. I wear a 3-piece suit every day, and I'm a nice person, nice to talk to. I have an awesome personality. That's what I was getting at. I have an awesome personality now. I'm a diamond, flawless and beautiful. The money just keeps pouring in. These rich folks have various sources of income. The money just will not stop flowing in, so they are very at peace. They have a lot of peace of mind. Not worried about their finances, unlike the average person who might be worried about month-to-month finances or how they're going to retire. This influences their personalities, and the things that they do. Like the government collects taxes. Like the government collects taxes. They're not going to stop collecting taxes anytime soon. Just trillions of dollars pour in every year. They have plenty of money, more money than they could ever need. Yep. All right, that's good. That is good. That is good. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in to the Live and Michael Cross Show. I had a blast entertaining you. As previously stated, this is the most fun time of the day for me, putting on this show for you. Be sure to tune in tomorrow around 8 o'clock, maybe 7, maybe 6:30. That's to entertain you some more. Thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. Everyone have an amazing day or night. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.